Welcome to
EPLACE,
the space for
general talking,
about all things entertaining. So let's move on to review for Ad Astra, since we're done with the list of comic book movies ranked. What were your initial thoughts on this film?
Initial thoughts about Ad Astra. Well, I went to see Ad Astra like 2-3 weeks ago, so I don't remember the movie quite well. Yeah, I remember there's also a scene between the guy and the chimpanzee. Yeah.
Yes.
A baboon.
Yeah.
That still stayed the.
Although that is kind of spoiler territory, kind of. I mean,
come on, everyone.
They won't see it coming until they actually see it, obviously. But
they had 3 weeks to see the movie. If you didn't see the movie until now, it's not my fault.
My initial thoughts were very profound, very deep film.
Yes, it's a story between the father and the son.
Yes.
And the son that tries to live to the history of his father.
Yeah, live up to his father's image.
So I think that movie was a little bit about the image that we have as kids from our fathers, yeah? That our fathers are always the heroes and they don't have any defects. I don't know if that is the right word in English, yeah?
Yeah, no, yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You're like, as a kid, you always look up to your parents. It's not until you're a bit older you sort of start to see their flaws. But this film actually felt a lot like a similar film that I've seen this year, and that was Apocalypse Now. And that film's made in the 70s. I got to see the final cut in the cinema because of an anniversary re-release. And almost the same story where you've got your character on an expedition trying to find another character that's sort of gone rogue or presumed dead or whatever. And very, very similar story. But it's very deep, very profound film.
I can take a lot of points from that movie. I can see from the point of what solitude to human mind.
But a lot of people are saying that it's also boring, and I totally agree. Yes. Or see where they're coming from as well.
Because people were expecting for... because he's in space, so they were expecting for the alien
or something like Interstellar. And yeah, when you say about the alien, actually, that a lot of that's pretty much teased from the beginning, and it does kind of goes nowhere. But whatever. Let's go on with writing. What did you think of the writing? The story or the dialogue in general?
There's not much dialogue over there, yeah.
A lot of brooding, long sweep shots.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of...
And it's a little bit of a straightforward. He's a person that tries to go from point A to point B.
Well,
and has to overcome a lot of obstacles.
What about the revelation? The
father was actually the bad guy.
Yeah, in the beginning on that. Yeah, let's go with that. When he finds out the truth.
Revealed basically at the beginning of the movie.
Did you think?
You didn't think that, Anna? You didn't think that revelation of the father of the main
him
character
being a bad guy,
being a bad guy was teased on the beginning?
That he was bad from the beginning?
Yeah, yes. Did you kind of see that coming?
No. I think he believed that his father, he was a hero. He was a hero for him.
Yeah,
so
but did you see
of his father?
I'm talking about that scene where he's called to the headquarters and you have those guys from high ranks of the army.
Oh right, you started to think there.
I'm not saying from the beginning, yeah, because at the beginning everyone was thinking the same, yeah. That guy is okay.
But you started to twig maybe that something wasn't quite right.
Yes.
That's fair enough. I mean, yeah. I didn't expect the dad to be as brutal as he was when you really find out what he's like, or what he's become, how driven he was. I think the writing was above average, but it was solid. You know, I'd give it a 7 or an 8 maybe.
Yeah, go for a 7 as well.
You think a 7? I would.
At points was a little bit obvious, yeah.
I'd go an 8. I'd give it a little bit more. The themes and tone though. What did you?
Lot of you say it?
Brooding.
Yes.
A lot of brooding. The themes is a lot about family, and
yeah,
I think the themes are probably the strongest part of the film. Oh no, not quite actually, but they don't quite get there in other way, like the alien life.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very big theme within the film, and it's the driving point, and it sort of goes nowhere.
Yeah, but the driving point for the film was never that.
What's the point? What is the point of the film?
The driving point of the film was to find out why there was those flares were happening. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I know
so
what
it's
you
kind
say.
of a coincidence thing at the same time. All right. Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
I know what you mean about
that. You thought the flares could have been an alien thing, and then it turned out to be
the father. Yeah.
But they knew that anyway. Surely they knew that it.
That's
was coming
why
from...
when I start thinking that the father was actually the bad guy. Yeah. Because I kinda, to be honest, it surprised me a little bit at the end when I found out that he wasn't doing that on purpose. It was an accident, yeah. But yeah.
What would you rate the themes, or how well they put across the themes?
The theme of the relationship between the father and the son, and
as
a human story, is the
theme,
strongest one, yeah. So I will give it a 9.
You give it a 9, okay. I think the themes between the father and the son are the strongest part, but I think there are other parts that didn't quite work for me, and I'm actually going to give it a 7. And the direction and pace, though, what did you make of that?
Pace was at times very slow. That's why people say that it's boring, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, well, yes, it's slow.
But it's boring on the same sense that Gravity was boring.
Yeah.
Get what I mean? Every movie that
a lot
has
of tension. A lot of the tension comes from the space travel.
Wait, there is some action on that movie, yeah. Especially when he found the monkey and then he invades the spaceship.
The chase across the moon as well, I thought was done really well. That was a really cool sequence, personally.
But from middle of the movie when he invades the spaceship, and I will not say what happened, but you know what happened, yeah. And he gets alone in the spaceship. Yeah, after that, I agree with some people. It can be a little bit boring. But he also is a story about what people think when they are absolutely alone in the universe, yeah? And he's a guy that is ready to die.
Yeah, he is. He's willing to sacrifice himself.
He's ready to die, and he's ready to die with his father, yeah?
I don't know the director's name off the top of my head, but I think he did a really good job. Yeah, he paced the story. Whilst it is slow, I think he did a solid job. Just sort of getting the themes across and getting the character's emotion across.
And at the end, when you know that guy is ready to die, and he lost the only relative that he had, because his father was after found out that he was actually alive, yeah. Yeah. And suddenly he looks back and he thinks about the things that he left on Earth, especially his wife, yeah.
The heart rate thing, where
you can say that is actually a love story of sorts.
Yeah. I don't know where the resting heart rate thing, the idea of that came into it, but I thought that was a clever use of showing his mental breakdown throughout the film. And it wasn't really so much a breakdown, but it was just more him realising the truth. The real truth, what actually really happened. I'd give the directing and the pace a solid 8.
8.
Yeah. So here
Cinematography is one of the best parts of the movie, to be honest. Yeah.
God, yeah.
Everything that is
yes.
space and shows planets and...
It felt like that first shot on that massive tower overlooking Earth, I was in awe. I was like, wow. Just wow. And that really does... That comes in with the direction as well. Which I should have said, some of the shots in throughout the film are incredible. Just the wide shots and the close-ups throughout, incredible. But the cinematography, it just looks believable. Just looks really believable. And then you go to the moon, and it's dark and grey, and then you go to Mars, and it's like all dusty and red, and
then you go to the rings of Saturn, and there is ice and debris, and
it was a beautiful film, and all the colours as well, and
shadows as well from the planets on the sun, and
yeah, the cinematography easy a 10 for me.
For me too.
10 for you, yeah.
Editing.
The editing,
it was well placed, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that was really bad, particularly. It was solidly edited.
Yeah, but I will not give him a 10. I will give him a 9.
Would you? I'd give it an 8 because there was nothing really stand out for me. If it was stand out, then maybe I'd give it a 9, but I'd give it an 8 for just a solid. But
yeah, you make me change ideas.
Yeah, well, don't let me influence you too much, man. It's
acting.
No, I think this.
And we are talking about whom?
Brad Pitt.
Acting. Brad Pitt.
I think he's the only one really in that entire film that actually acts.
What about his father?
He does, but it's very one tone. Except for the point where he goes along with his son.
But he also wants to die.
And then he does.
As a family of suicidals, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go straight off and say that the acting for me was a 9 because there was nothing weak, really, in it outside of with Brad Pitt and Tommy Lee Jones. It was brilliant. It could have been maybe slightly better.
The supporting cast is not so good.
It's not. It's
especially that
not so good. It was just very average. It was just a sort of they did their job.
Yeah, that woman on Mars.
Oh,
I like her.
I got her
because she's on Westworld. Yeah.
Is she? I can't remember.
No, she's definitely in the series that I saw.
Which she's in the first one, or the second one?
Don't remember. I thought she was on Westworld, but probably is in another series. I like that actress, but...
yeah, I definitely recognise the actress. I couldn't tell you where she's from. Maybe she is Westworld, but yeah, her acting was okay. You know, I mean, even when she was on about, like, your dad killed my parents, I believed it to a point. It just didn't... There could have been more meat to that scene, but there wasn't because the story needed to go on.
I hated both pilots of the spaceship.
Well, no, they were just doing their job. This is the thing, like, there's nothing...
No, the co-pilot...
Most of the characters...
Okay, the guy was frightened,
but
writing, he didn't know... The co-pilot, he was afraid, yeah. Probably.
Yes,
but
that was an interesting
didn't know at the time if
character.
He was afraid or he was having an attack of diarrhea because he stood like this without blinking even. Yeah.
Well, that's why he was just he didn't want to say no. I don't want to do it because he didn't want to get scared, and he didn't want to say yes because he didn't want to do it. So I kind of understand that, but I think most of the acting in this film, outside of Brad Pitt and Tommy Jones, it was just like
average.
They're doing their job and that's it, kind of thing.
Yeah, just for the paycheck.
It's just moving the story along, and
averaging everything, I will give a 7.
You get for the acting, yeah?
No, I'm gonna give it 8 because I like.
Okay, like I say, I was gonna give it a 9. I think Brad Pitt does a really good job in this film. The production, though, What do you make of the production? The costumes, the sets? You're nodding your head. Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the production was out of this world. There was a lot of money spent on this. And it looked incredible.
Well, I don't know exactly what year we are on that movie.
Oh, yeah, it didn't specify exactly.
No. It says it's somewhere in the future, yeah.
Near future, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I would say 50 years from now.
Maybe, yeah, something like that.
But the technology doesn't look very evolved in 50 years, yeah?
No, but that...
Think from what we came in 10 years on the cell phones, for instance, yeah?
Yeah, but also look at Back to the Future when they try to guess the future.
Good point.
Or Blade Runner.
Good point.
I think now when we're trying to predict the future, we're being a little bit more reserved with the technology.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But
yeah, the space suits, the spacecraft,
the same kind of stuff.
All the technology seems plausible.
Yeah, it's not really that out of the world. It's just scanners, I think, more than anything, and cameras maybe. And the fact that they are heavy space travelers in general. Like, there's a lot more space.
I didn't understood one thing about that movie.
What's that?
That chase on the moon. Who the hell were those guys on the other?
Oh, they were like pirates.
Thing?
If you can think
So
like
where
moon
is their
pirates.
base?
They've got bases all over the moon, more than likely.
I didn't understand that part. It was a little bit confusing.
Yeah, it was more of a world building thing.
Yeah.
Than anything.
So production, I will give it a 9.
Yeah, I would say the same. It's solid, very solid. The CGI immersiveness, I'd also
I will give it a 10 on this one. You made me forget about the world.
I'd give it a 9. I was nearly going to go 8, but yeah, the way you said 10, it was like, was there really anything that took me out? And
talking about more the first part, the CGI part of the things, yeah.
The CGI, oh yeah, I mean it's incredible.
Still say that battle between the baboon and the...
But there wasn't... Oh, actually, I don't know. The CGI on the baboon wasn't 100%. Wasn't 100%. You could still see the CGI.
It's not 100% baboon as well. So you don't know what a baboon in the space would look like.
No, I guess not. But immersiveness-wise, nothing took me out of the film to a point, and it was solid. Very solid.
I will give it a 10. I'll stick with my 10.
Okay, cool. Score.
Music is a little bit forgetful in this movie.
You think?
Yeah, I don't remember any of the music from this movie.
Oh, I can, but I know what you mean. What I think the music did do is help certain...
To build...
tension.
Yeah.
And sort of elevate some of the drama.
But that is what you expect from the music in the movie, yeah?
Yes, yeah. I don't think it was completely forgetful. I'd still give it maybe a 7.
I'd give a 6.
Okay. Yeah. I'd still give it a 7. I think it was good. It was solid. Definitely enjoyable enough. Was definitely not terrible.
No.
But the fun factor, how entertained were you?
I was very entertained.
All the way through?
Yeah.
Even in the slow parts?
Yes.
That's interesting.
I like boring stuff. Look at my job, mate.
My sister actually came with me, and Mum. It was a bit of a family outing. But yeah, we went to see this, and it surprised me that my sister would ever want to see this, because she normally likes more Hollywood, fun, action.
Yeah, feel-good movies, yeah.
Feel-good movies, yeah. But this was a very deep and profound...
it's not a movie for everyone, yeah.
No, it's definitely not. But she still enjoyed it.
And I'm sure that on the second or third viewing, I will still see things that I didn't saw on the first one.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think
there is still things over there that...
A little bit of rewatchability to it.
Yeah. So definitely...
the fun factor for me,
I'm going to give an 8.
I'm giving it a 6. It wasn't really fun for me.
No, I really enjoyed the movie.
Though some of the themes and stuff.
Now that you mentioned it, I don't know if I enjoyed the movie or the company.
Yeah, that's
was more the company. Company a 10, movie an 8.
Yeah, I think the fun factor for me was a 6. It wasn't really fun, although some of the themes were interesting to think about, and it was deep. But going on from that, personal enjoyability, any bonus points?
For me, I forget what I give on Joker, on this one.
I think you gave that a 10.
10? So I'm gonna give an 8 on this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Personal enjoyability, I would give a 7. I'd give it 7 extra points.
So now I really need my calculator, because there is no lots of 10s on this one. But I think it's close to 100.
Yeah, it could be. It'll be interesting to see what score it's got.
Oh, where is my calculator? Ta-da. Okay, I have my score.
So I have my score as well.
What was yours?
88 out of 110.
Ha! 91.
91, okay. You're not far off. I've actually rated both films now that we've done lower than you.
Me.
Yeah, you've enjoyed them more than me.
Which means that I'm a little bit more of movies horror, yeah? I sell myself to any movie, yeah?
A little bit more of a shill, maybe, yeah. I'm surprised, actually, that Joker doesn't have a higher score than 104. But, yeah, that's what the numbers came out at, and that's what I like about this way of reviewing films.
Mm-hmm.
So you break it down and you give a number for each specific thing. I don't know, it's surprising. And these numbers aren't definitive. I definitely enjoyed Joker way more than Ad Astra. Definitely more than 104 minus 88. But yeah, they're the numbers.
That is 16, by the way.
Huh?
16.
16?
The difference, yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at them quick maths. I should be quicker, but I'm not.
Okay. So it was a nice movie. I liked Ad Astra a lot. For me, it's not as good as Joker.
No, it definitely wasn't. It was still an enjoyable
It was still
film.
a very nice movie, yeah.
It was.
And it was a very nice night in a very nice company as well on that day. Thank you, Anna, for convincing me to go and see that movie. She said.
She put a thumbs up, yeah.
Okay.
So,
and we finish with this one, yeah?
Yeah, so that's a wrap for episode 3. Thanks for listening. Hopefully in the next episode we're going to have more movies to talk about.
What is in the cinema at the moment? Rambo,
yeah. Maybe,
Zombieland.
I don't know. Zombieland, maybe that could be the next film
maybe
to review.
Zombieland. Maybe we can go all together, you, me, and Anna. What do you say?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And we can invite grumpy old Andy to go with us as well.
Yes, yeah, we could. So yeah, thanks for the listening. This is DGB signing out, and Big H to my left.
See you guys later. BH saying goodbye.
Peace out. Bye.